And a very good evening to you. We welcome you back home to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. Tonight it's the New Braunfels Canyon Cougars and the McCollum Cowboys. We welcome you and thank you for joining us here on our RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. Joey Mejia is going to be joining us this evening on the broadcast. Haley Wilson is going to be out for the night. Coach Robert Villafranca is handling the technical directing, and also Isaiah will be down on the field with the camera. So we want to welcome you to our broadcast today. It is the New Braunfels Canyon Cougars coming into this ball game 1-4, 0-2 in district. Tough matchup for the Canyon Cougars. It's been quite a few times. They've lost to the East Central Hornets 34-17. They lost to the they beat New Braunfels Canyon, beat Clark Cougars 41-31. They lost to New Braunfels 35-21, Dripping Springs 48-45, and most recently against the Seguin Matadors 28-21. We're going to talk a little bit about the McCollum Cowboys. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get ready to get this game started. You're watching Harlandale ISD High School football, presented by Martinez and Associates.
Hello, football fans, and welcome to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. I am Gerardo Soto, Superintendent of Schools. It feels so great to be back. There's nothing like hearing the roar of a crowd on a good play, the band playing your alma mater, and the cheers encouraging your team. One thing I love about the community is that our pride runs deep. Over the years, there have been many students, many traditions, many great memories, and many victories on this field. This is the Harlandale legacy. Please remember to follow all our guidelines and always be respectful of each other and our guests. Enjoy the game, and thank you for being part of what makes Harlandale ISD the best school district in the state of Texas.
And we welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. We talked a little bit about the New Braunfels Canyon Cougars. They're led by their head coach, Coach Travis Bush. The McCollum Cowboys are led by Coach Carl Klahn. They're off to one of their better starts in recent memory here for the McCollum Cowboys. They are 2-3. They've lost their first two district games, I should say. Those first two are to Buda Johnson and to Dripping Springs. They had a week off last week. The entire district had a week off for the bye week. So let's get into it with the McCollum Cowboys. And Joey, you have the numbers for us. Overall, offensively, how are the McCollum Cowboys doing on total team statistics?
So total yards this year for the McCollum Cowboys, 1,395 yards. They got 54 first downs, 521 rushing yards. They're averaging 5.6 yards a play, 874 yards in rushing, and also 16 yards per catch. So that's pretty good for the receiving end.
Yeah, very productive. The McCollum Cowboys have been offensively. Let's talk about Shawn Tahela. What do his numbers look like?
Shawn Tahela passing this year, completing over 50% of his passings. 874 yards, like I was mentioning earlier. They're all from Shawn Tahela. 12 touchdown passes against 3 interceptions. Not too bad.
Take those numbers every time. Shawn Tahela to be showing that he is in charge of this McCollum Cowboy offense. Rushing the football, the Cowboys are pretty good. They're on the ground. And tell us a little bit about their leading rushers.
Yeah, leading rushers, Shawn Tahela, not to mention him again, but one of the leading rushers for the team. He's rushing. He's got 90 yards on the year. Isaiah Leffler, though, doing the heavy load of everything. First string running quarterback, so he's doing great this year. 262 yards, averages almost 6 yards a carry, which is very, very good for a running back.
Yeah, definitely. And with 2 touchdowns, receiving the ball for the McCollum Cowboys, we got Ruben Pacheco, Gavin Hawley, Gary Escobar, Isaiah Leffler, Ashton Valenzuela, Matt Castillo. All those guys are on the stat sheet.
Yeah, Tahela likes to spread the ball around. 19 receptions for Pacheco, 17 for Hawley, 10 for Escobar, all over 100 yards each, some of them over 300 yards. So Tahela likes to share the ball. These guys like to get open and create plays.
Yeah, Tahela certainly has his offense off to a great start. We now need to see them put that all together here and come in for a big win. This is a big district game. These two teams are both 0-2 coming into this ball game. It's going to be important for them to get off to a good start. Thankfully for the McCollum Cowboys, this game is here at home.
Yeah, looking at the last two district games from McCollum, getting averaged about 50 points a game. Hopefully this game's going to be a little bit slower, a little bit more controlled by McCollum. It's going to be a dogfight, I think. 0-2, both of these teams. They both want to get into the winning column in district. And let's see how these guys match up against each other tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We are just about 10 minutes away from kickoff. We're watching the Martinez and Associates Personal Injury Attorneys pregame show. We thank you once again for joining us, and we'll be right back.
For many, football is family. For Cowboys quarterback Shawn Tahela, football really is family.
Well, his brothers played. Brad played for us. He's a quarterback receiver, and Jared played for us as well, and he was a quarterback for us. They all played a little bit of defensive back, and Shawn is kind of the latest round, and really good, great. All of them being great young men, and they're everyday kids.
That might be a credit to their father, who also played at McCollum.
At times, I feel kind of pressured because they've been good in the past.
Shawn's handled that pressure pretty well. 12 touchdowns and nearly 1,000 yards of total offense through his first 5 games this season, in his turn as Cowboys quarterback.
They've put in the work, the same work I've been putting in these past 4 years.
And because of that, there's plenty of guidance and feedback for Shawn when he's at home and around his brothers.
Oh yes, they give me advice almost every day. Tell me to do hand grips, have that nice tight spiral. They are on top of me on my grades every single day. Sometimes the teachers call me my brother's names because I look like them. And they've all been leaders, so I think everyone expects me to be a leader.
Shawn's acted like a leader from day one when he distinguished himself from his brothers and a lot of his teammates with his head coach.
When I showed up, I didn't know anybody. There's a kid out here with a group of guys just throwing balls around every day. Every day I saw him, and he's a hard-working guy. He showed a lot of initiative on his own, and hopefully it's going to come to fruition for him this year.
It's easy to see a bright future in store for Shawn, who was McCollum's first Harlandale ISD Student of the Week this school year. He's in the top 10% of his senior class and would like to play football in college. Either way, he plans to study meteorology as he continues a Cowboy family legacy.
It's nice. I enjoy it, enjoy seeing it, and brothers coming through here.
It's just a cool feeling to be part of McCollum and the football team.
Shawn Tahela, very deserving, in our Harlandale ISD feature presentation.
Unlike the other two opponents.
And we welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. We are in the Martinez and Associates Personal Injury Attorneys pregame show. Thank you for joining us. Joey Mejia. I'm Bobby Mendez. Coach Robert Villafranca is technical director, and Isaiah Castro is getting that lovely field shots that we'll be having here throughout the broadcast. Let's go a little bit more in detail about the New Braunfels Canyon Cougars, Joey. The Canyon Cougars, we mentioned their record, 1-4, 0-2 in district. They are looking for a win, just as bad as the McCollum Cowboys are looking for a win. But the one difference between these two teams is you look at the New Braunfels Canyon schedule, and they've been in some very close games. They just had not been able to finish them out. Looks like last week, again, it was a loss, 28-21 to Seguin Matadors. Then it was the week before that, within 3 points of the Dripping Springs football club there, 48-45. So they've been up there.
Yeah, going to be an interesting game. Both offenses pretty much average the same yardage. Total yardage this year for New Braunfels Canyons 1,673 yards on 101 first downs, 662 yards rushing. They're averaging under 5 yards a rush, other than, McCollum's running a little bit harder than they are. You got the starting quarter. Well, it looks like they're splitting duties at their starting quarterback position. They got senior Drew Barry there, who's completed 55 catches, 61% on throwing though for Drew Barry, and then Deuce Adams, who's sharing the load, also at a 50% completion rate. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see what they're going to be thrown at. McCollum's been they've seen a couple of dual threat quarterbacks that have come out, and split the duties as well. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see today.
Yeah, so we could see that they have a total of 6 passing touchdowns combined. They've combined for 900 yards or so, almost 1,000 yards between the two of them. That's Drew Barry and Deuce Adams, the 2 quarterbacks that we will be seeing here for the New Braunfels Canyon Cougars. On the ground, it looks like Cameron Bibbins, Drew Barry, Jacob Alcorta, and Deuce Adams take a bulk of the runs for the New Braunfels Canyon Cougars.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting to see, of course, what these quarterbacks are going to do today. If they're going to hold it, they're going to run it. Looks like they like to get the ball in the air as well. Sometimes it looks like maybe a draw, maybe a screenplay, something pretty simple for these quarterbacks to run around these guys.
Some of the options in the air for Drew Barry and for Deuce Adams are the receiving core: Xavier Nolan, John Albrecht, Eli Adams, Cameron Bibbins, E.J. Garcia, Braden Seeley, and Mark Villanueva. Those guys are the targets.
Yeah, talk about those guys, Bobby. Over 200 yards, almost 300 yards, the top 3 of those guys. 3 key receivers, just the way McCollum's got 3 key receivers as well. So gonna be a lot of fun for the defenses here tonight.
Yeah, it is going to be fun. And just speaking of the defense, names to look out for the New Braunfels Canyon Cougars: Luke Elliott, Tende Hanada, and Lane Butau. So those are the guys that lead the statistics on defense for the New Braunfels Canyon Cougars. We want to thank you once again for joining us. We're going to take one quick break here. Actually, we'll keep it right here as we are getting the national anthem ready to be done here by the McCollum Marching Band. So we'll zoom on in to our cameraman. We are just about ready here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium for this matchup between the McCollum Cowboys and the New Braunfels Canyon Cougars. We'll be right back.
We shine our Harlandale ISD Student of the Week spotlight on Cowboys volleyball setter Anaí Ramirez. In the top 25% of her senior class, a big part of Anaí's motivation comes from her brother Christian Ramirez, who also excelled academically while playing multiple sports at McCollum.
Just seeing him do good made me want to do good because, he already left that, that expectation, the high expectation, so everybody expects it from me too. So it made me go do good.
Anaí is keeping her college options open. She wants to become a coach, teach math, And as Christian continues his freshman year at the University of Houston, Anaí is forging her own path.
You know, she's dedicated to being a Cowboy. She's also another one that does all the little things, you know. She's trustworthy, she's responsible, but she's a great kid, a great athlete.
Given that she's a great athlete and a great student, which hits better, an ace on the court or acing a test?
Oh, I don't know. A volleyball play. Everybody just comes in and the stands, or everybody's just cheering and everybody's just hyped.
Help us congratulate Anaí Ramirez, our Harlandale ISD Student of the Week.
And we welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. We are wrapping up the Martinez & Associates Personal Injury Attorneys pregame show. We've got the coin flip there getting ready to happen out on the field. And while they're doing that, we'll take a visual on that. So, Joey, give us some keys to victory for the McCollum Cowboys. What do they got to do to end up with a W tonight?
I've got 3 keys, Bobby. Stay focused. They need to sustain their long drives, and they need to try to stay penalty-free as much as possible.
I certainly agree. Penalty-free is going to be a big game. So it looks like the McCollum Cowboys will get the ball back first. The Canyon Cougars won the toss, and they've elected to defer. So we're going to keep it right here as we get ready to get this started here. After 1 week, the McCollum Cowboys had a rest. So did the New Braunfels Canyon Cougars. So did RC Audio Sports. And we're ready to go. So now the back to receive for the McCollum Cowboys, Jonathan Longoria, and also Matt Hernandez.
Here we go. Canyon and McCollum.
Looks like they're also celebrating cancer awareness.
It is October, and October is Breast Cancer Awareness, and so yes, the Harlandale Harlandale Independent School District celebrating all month long.
Yeah, cheerleaders, young cheerleaders, students, parents.
Setting up and getting ready to kick off are the Cougars. Nice high kick, end over ender. Longoria with the football. Longoria looking to go left, and he'll be brought down at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, that was Jacob Jessic on the tackle there. Very nice coverage by New Braunfels Canyon.
All right, that was a high kick, and it was a great kick, and it was deep.
Yeah, they rushed down there pretty quick. Gave them a lot of time. Got some air underneath that kick. Very nice.
Shawn Tahela is the leader for this McCollum offense as quarterback. Isaiah Leffler, Matt Castillo in the backfield. Ruben Pacheco, Ian Escobedo, and Gavin Hawley are the receivers. A man in motion, play action, and just like that, there's already a penalty.
Yeah.
Let's get you the rest of the offense. David Canales, he wears number 50. He's a right tackle. Right guard, number 74. Thomas Suarez. The center is number 76. Leonard Ramos. The left guard is number 61. James Benavides. And number 52 is left tackle Juan Uresti. We'll get that defense here in just a moment for the Canyon Cougars as the Cowboys go down for first and about, let's say 19 or so, 15. Tahela keeps it himself, gets up to the near 18-yard line. A good little chunk there.
That was a nice little bootleg that he kicked out to the right, faked out the linebacker there, and gained some extra yardage.
So now it comes up, the down is second down and 8. Ball is spotted at the 18-yard line, the McCollum Cowboy 18-yard line. Still no score here, just the first couple of plays. Tahela in the air, pass is incomplete.
Yeah, looks like he was looking for Pacheco there. It's a little too strong for Pacheco. Little 5-yard out on the sideline there.
11-11 here on the first quarter for the McCollum Cowboys. So this is going to bring up a big third down early. This is an important third down here for the McCollum Cowboys simply just because they are back at their own 18-yard line. Coming a tight formation. Castillo goes in motion. Tahela rolls to his left side. He's got a nice personal protector. Gets rid of the football. The pass is incomplete. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. So the punting unit is going to have to come out on the field and try and push back the Canyon Cougars.
Yeah, looking for Pacheco there. Triple covered. Very good defense by New Braunfels.
Shawn Tahela did have a good gap between him and the nearest defender, so he had some time to get rid of the football.
Yeah, great protection. Just receivers were covered very well, just like we were talking about in pregame. Going to have to watch these receivers very closely tonight on both ends.
Back to receive for the Cougars, Eli Adams. High, nice punt. That will take a Cougar bounce, but it'll be down by Ian Escobedo. But the defense for the Canyon Cougars did their job. They made a stop. Now they've put their offense in very good field position. Let's get the starting defensive lineup for the McCollum Cowboys. We've got Rosario Arriaga, number 64, number 78, John Salayas. Left tackle is Damian Martinez, Matt Serta, Matt Castillo, Karam Rocha, Matt Hernandez, Luke Landa, Jonathan Longoria, and Nate Alvarado. Those are... Wait a second. What just happened here? Roughing the kicker.
Whoa.
So the McCollum Cowboys have the ball with a fresh start. 1st and 10 from their own 33. The handoff, Leffler, he gets up to the 35. But boy, oh boy, does he get stopped by a pack of Cougars.
Wyatt Harrell, first to make contact for the Cougar defense.
Yeah, we didn't catch that roughing the kicker.
No,
there.
did not catch that.
Didn't see the laundry on the field either. Normally right by the by where the play took place, but that caught us off guard there a little bit. I'm trying to.
Okay. Shawn Tahela. They want a timeout. We heard it up here in the booth. The coaches wanted a timeout. They want to talk it over. So let's kind of recap here for just a moment. 10:07 to go in this first quarter. The McCollum Cowboys were looking like they were coming out on a 3-and-out. Then on the punt, those are roughing the kicker. So the Cowboys end up getting the ball back right at their own 33-yard line. Get a fresh new set of downs. And right now they're faced with a 2nd down and 8. Looking to inch their way closer into Cougar territory.
Yeah, it looks like the McCollum coaches up here didn't like the way the defense was set up against their play that they needed. Trying to capitalize right off of that penalty. So big 2 plays coming up. Actually, big drive on this one. So big series.
This is a big 2nd down already for the McCollum Cowboys. It's important for the Cowboys to get some momentum early. They're at their best when they have that momentum. Shawn Tahela out of the shotgun. Hands the ball off, but the plays will stop as the whistles will blow. 10:05 to go here in this first quarter. We're not...
Looks like that was a clock issue.
Clock was not ready.
Official blows a whistle to get us started back up again, and we're ready to go.
Yeah, they're going to replay that 2nd down and 8. Ball again, spotted there at the 35-yard line. We thank you for joining us here at on our YouTube channel at RC Audio Sports. 2 receivers to the left and to the right. A big adjustment there by the Canyon Cougar defense. And number 88 there, he just was ready to run his route and
Really trying to get this second down off, Bob.
Gavin Hawley, he was one point a RC Audio Sports Player of the Game. So, plenty of
still second down.
Plenty of opportunities here for McCollum, and 10:05 to go here in this opening drive. This drive that's continued and started at their own 16-yard line. Empty backfield set for Shawn Tahela. He's looking left, firing. What a pass in between 2 defenders. The pass is complete.
Nice pass to Pacheco on that inside post route there. Got in between, or got behind the linebackers. Very, very nice route.
A good way of Shawn Tahela to really thread the needle, if you will, in between those 2 defenders and set up a very good 3rd and short here, where with 9 minutes and 35 seconds to go, ball is spotted at the McCollum 41.
We got a timeout.
And another timeout is taken. McCollum will call another timeout. We'll take it with them. You are watching high school football presented by Martinez and Associates.
Life has prepared me for this. The reason I'm a trial attorney is because I truly believe that's what I was meant to do. We do what we do because we've been given the God-given ability to do it. We're able, we have the ability to stand in front of a jury and help people out. I have my reasons, upbringing, things that have happened in life, things that have either turned you into a fighter or make you hate unjust causes. Those are the reasons that I am a trial attorney.
And we welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial. Big third down here on this first drive for the McCollum Cowboys. 9:31 to go in this first quarter. A nice pass set this play up here right before. Tahela keeps it. Tahela gets up to near the 45. Enough for a first down. Move the chains.
Yeah, just enough on a nice little extra effort there right at the end of that on the tackle from Tahela. Reaches over right over the first down marker. Gets it for them on that 3rd down.
So the McCollum Cowboys, after that timeout, pick up a first down. I'm sure those are 2 early timeouts that probably were not scheduled, but the Cowboys want to get this off to a right start. We're about the 9th play of the drive, it looks like.
Inching their way down the field, the McCollum Cowboys are.
No back set. Pass. Caught. Inside the 20. Down to the 16-yard line. There's a flag on the play.
What a catch. What a play call. Nathaniel Orozco got behind the entire defense, including the safeties.
Oh, that's going to be a tough one. It's an ineligible receiver downfield, so that's going to come back. And we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll continue this ball game. You're watching Harlandale ISD High School Football.
The perfect match. It's what so many of us are looking for. When it comes to getting a mortgage, how can you find the one that's perfect for you? Start with your local independent mortgage broker. Because the only way to get a mortgage that's cheaper, faster, and easier is to talk to us first. Find your perfect mortgage match. Call us today.
Welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. We are back in action. It was a illegal man downfield penalty called against the McCollum Cowboys, and there also was injury timeout, but looks like
Jamie Gilbert, number 88 from the New Braunfels Canyon Cougars, was down. Back up on the sideline, looking healthy right now. That's great news.
So the Cowboys are set. Again, it's Tahela rolling to his right side. Nice fire down the field. The pass is intercepted. Nice interception by Luke Elliott as Shawn Tahela was rolling, just didn't throw it deep enough.
Yeah, I saw his two short routes kind of go right behind each other on the right side of the field there, and then took a big shot downfield, and unfortunately just a little too much air underneath that and allowed Luke Elliott to come underneath that and pick that up.
Yeah, Luke Elliott did a fantastic job, and he was able to hang on to the football. We are at the 8-minute, 11-second mark of this ball game here in the first quarter. Now we're getting ready to see the defense for the first time, and now the offense for the first time for the Canyon Cougars. They will keep it on the ground. That goes to their running back, Cameron Bibbins. Bibbins finds a little bit of room up the middle and gets a couple of yards, maybe 4.
Yeah, that outside lineman right there, Tiago Prado, with a nice little block leading out for that Bibbins gain there.
So now out of the shotgun come the Cougars. Play action. Rolling, Drew Berry. Fires, pass, incomplete.
Yeah, that was intended for E.J. Garcia there, just a little too low.
3rd and 5 for the Cougars.
So now a 3rd down and 5 here for the Cougars. So it's a big 3rd down here defensively for the McCollum Cowboys.
Let's see what New Braunfels has ready here. Making some adjustments there.
Drew Berry out of the shotgun. He looks left, fires, passes complete, just past the first down marker, picking up a couple more yards across the 45, up to the 47. And now the Canyon Cougars with a no huddle. They are back at the line of scrimmage and ready to go. Looking left, passes complete across the 50. Still on his feet, a missed tackle as E.J. Garcia goes sideline.
Yeah, what a catch. Quick, that's a quick no huddle offense, and they're back up again at the line again, trying to get McCollum on their heels.
And they have them on their heels there, down inside at their own 25-yard line. Again, in the air, Berry pass complete to the right side. Across the 20, that's John Albrecht.
John Albrecht, completion once again.
Yeah, nice another 5 and out. Albrecht working really hard on this drive. Two big catches.
2nd down now, inside the 20. No huddle offense once again here for the Canyon Cougars. This time, they'll keep it on the ground. Right side, that is Bibbins. Bibbins on his feet, down to the 1-yard line. Check that, he's brought down at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, big number 77 pulling out the right side, and Bibbins just following his lineman all the way down to the 2-yard line there, Bobby.
So now it's right inside. Drew Berry out of the shotgun. Berry pitches it out into the end zone.
It looks like we got some flags though on this play.
And there are some flags, so we will. So let's see here what that is. We're still trying to see. There it goes. Personal foul. Blocking below the waist. That's going to go against New Braunfels Canyon. That's going to push them back 15 yards.
Oh, big penalty there for New Braunfels. Bibbins came through on that option run and ran that straight through, but now looking to push them back another 15 yards.
Ball at the 15-yard line, first and goal.
So now it'll be a first and goal from the 15. Barry out of the shotgun. McCollum's bringing the blitz. And a wide open receiver in the end zone. That's Xavier Nolan.
Yeah, Xavier Nolan with the post route. Wide open. Looks like the safeties there may have gotten confused on who to pick up there. Pre-pass.
Nice drive here for the Canyon Cougars. All started with that interception. The extra point attempt is good. So the early lead now goes to the Canyon Cougars, 7-0 with 6 minutes and 11 seconds to go here in this first quarter. You are watching Harlandale ISD High School football, and it's presented by Martinez and Associates.
Gotta be somewhere. Remotus Apirus. Jake from State Farm, did that just happen? Yeah, man. Wow. That plot twist was unexpected, but you can't expect State Farm to be there for life surprises. It's called service.
I mean... Ooh, whoa. There's a button for apps. Do you think that's like appetizers?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And we welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. It was a 5-play drive for the Canyon Cougars. It was a 15-yard touchdown pass to Xavier Nolan. The extra point attempt was good. The lead now 7-0 with 6 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in this first quarter.
Going back to that receiving core of the New Braunfels Canyon Cougars, attacking at them very well, picking up a couple of receivers there, catching some big passes.
A lot of that has to do with that great no huddle and hurry up offense. That kick will sail into the past the end zone, so that'll be a touchback, and the Cowboys will get the football and another opportunity here to put some points on the board. And
that was an absolutely great kick by the kicker there, just missing the it's a bounce back at the 1 yard line.
Got some nice images here of the crowd here at McCollum game, the McCollum and New Braunfels Canyon. We're still 6 minutes 11 seconds in this game. Here come the Cowboys. They have the football at their own 25-yard line. They send a man in motion. Keep it on the ground. It's an option. Leffler gets the call. Leffler gets brought down at the 27-yard line.
Maybe a couple of yards, gain a couple of yards there. Great swarming defense by the New Braunfels Cougars.
Under 6 minutes to go here in this first quarter.
The stop for the Cougars. But now before Matt was able to gain 3, 2nd and 7 at the 28.
At the 28-yard line from their own 28, Shawn Tahela speaking to his running back. 2 men in the backfield with him this time. Leffler, no. Tahela gets the call himself, and Tahela just is struggling back there. He's not able to get anything going, and it's been tough with that big. Look at those guys. They're pretty big, that defense for the Canyon Cougars.
Just a little confusion there between the running back and the quarterback. Tahela turns to the right. Leffler went left. Kind of had to make something up there. Luckily, it wasn't too big of a loss.
So 3rd down and 9 now for the Cowboys. Now we're under 5 minutes to go. 4:48 on the game clock here in the first quarter. Man in motion. Rolling left side, but boy, that blitz is coming from all angles. And Shawn Tahela had nowhere to go.
Huge blitz called there by the Canyon defense. Tristan Arvidsson there with a big-time sack for the Canyon Cougars.
So that is going to put the Cowboys back inside their own 20-yard line. Looks like the ball is spotted on the 12-yard line. Check that. That's probably the 17-yard line. One man to receive the punt. Low snap. Short, low punt. Takes a McCollum bounce near midfield to the McCollum 49-yard line.
As a flag.
Also got a flag on the field.
Another penalty on the flag here. On the play. And the last time that the Cowboys punted, it was a running into the kicker penalty.
Let's see what we got here. Kind of a rough start here for the Cowboys. They're trying to figure out what to do here against the Canyon defense. Trying to throw some passes, little miscues here and there. Miscue a couple of times on the exchange on the handoff, which led to a big loss here. So just a couple of mishaps. We talked about the keys to victory, staying focused, eliminating penalties, a couple of things that they've already started doing badly at the beginning of the game. Hopefully we can correct that, get this game turned around, get some good momentum.
That's exactly what the Cowboys are going to need, is some good momentum. So now the officials are getting ready to make their call. It's a call against the defense, illegal substitution against the Canyon Cougars. That was declined. Holding was called against the Cowboys. So now they're going to add some yardage to that. And the Canyon Cougars will have the football.
It was holding on the Cougars, so they pushed him back a little bit further as well.
Good observation. 3:49 to go in this first quarter. Hopefully you guys, I'm sure you can hear that fabulous McCollum band. There's the coach, defensive coordinator for the McCollum Cowboys on the sideline, giving his team a little chat. Here comes the Deuce man. Who is that? Deuce Adams.
Yeah, Deuce Adams back in.
So Deuce Adams will come into this ball game. He has been sharing reps with Drew Barry. So this is the first opportunity we get to see the arm of Deuce Adams. Excuse me.
Sophomore there with a great arm, showing off the very first play of the game.
Pass, left side, complete. And he is going to be off to the races down inside the 33-yard line. Nice catch there by E.J. Garcia.
A big gain there, just on a nice little out to the left side of the field.
Now with 1st and 10.
No huddle offense.
Again, they move fast. Quick play, right side, complete inside the 30. So they move fast, and they're efficient, and they're effective. The Canyon Cougars coming into this game with no district wins, which is impressive to see this team right now as they complete yet another pass that goes maybe for half a yard, if that.
Yeah, picking on the corners here of the McCollum Cowboys. Just going side to side, picking, going left, going right.
Either way, whichever direction they go, their quarterback, Deuce Adams.
Almost as if they're setting up a big run play here or something.
Adams instructing his offense because they do not get into huddle. Adams gets chased out of the pocket. He has to run himself. He gets along the sideline, and he gets pushed out of bounds. Wow, he's fast.
Wow, Bobby, let me tell you this. I understand why they have two quarterbacks playing in this game. Deuce Adams is special as a sophomore. And Damian Martinez chasing him down, almost had him by the shoelaces. Turned that into a positive yardage for a first down.
So now here come the Cougars. Adams runs it himself. Finds a little room along the sideline. Gets inside to the 15-yard line.
Actually, great coverage there by McCollum on the receivers. Didn't give him any options. Deuce Adams taking very good control and care of the ball here in this series that he started on.
Yeah, we're approaching that 2-minute mark here, Joey. And it looks like the Cougars are getting ready to add to that scoreboard here. They already lead 7-0, 1:48 to go. Deuce Adams, calm, cool, collective in the pocket, fires. The pass is caught, and that's a touchdown. Nice catch there by number 4 for the Cougars. That's Xavier Nolan. Gets his second touchdown.
Yeah, 15-yard pass. Deuce Adams putting it right in a perfect spot where only Nolan can catch that ball. Very, very impressive by the sophomore.
Yeah, that was, in my opinion, borderline aggressive defense, and a good job by the receiver to hang on to the football. The extra point attempt is good. So 14-0 is our score. We are still in the first quarter, 1 minute 40 seconds to go. You're watching Harlandale ISD High School football presented by Martinez and Associates.
Martinez and Associates has over 50 years of experience representing the victims of tragic accidents. We fought some of the largest insurance companies in the nation and won. It matters who represents you. Call Martinez and Associates at 210-337-1111.
Welcome you back to action here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. Xavier Nolan gets his second touchdown of the night as the Canyon Cougars lead 14-0. It was another 15-yard touchdown pass. This time it was from Deuce Adams. So, Joey, we've got an opportunity to see why Coach likes to go with the 2 quarterback option there.
I mean, that's a great problem to have. Barry's super well balanced in the pocket as well, but Deuce Adams just brings a totally different dynamic to this offense.
Again, another nice kick into the end zone, which will be a touchback. So the Cowboys will get the football once again at their own 25-yard line. The last 2 times the McCollum Cowboys got the football, they were not able to produce any points.
First and 10 for your Cowboys.
Ended up with the interception on that one, I believe.
Which led to a touchdown, that first touchdown. Seguin on top of Harlandale right now in the second quarter, 13-0.
There's still a lot of ball game here.
14-0 here is our score, 1 minute 40 seconds. Shawn Tahela gets it over to Leffler. Leffler runs into some traffic, but that doesn't bother him any. He bulldozes his way to the 29-yard line.
Leffler, who loves contact, definitely getting those yards. Pick up of 3 for him there.
Isaiah Leffler, the ball carrier.
Hefty Leffler, who does a good job of continuing to keep his feet moving up on contact. 2 men in the backfield now with Shawn Tahela. Again on the ground. This time nowhere. Whoa, that was a violent toss down.
Wow, this defense is very coming after everybody right now.
Very aggressive. Defense is aggressive and physical, and they're winning that battle on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, McCollum challenging that line, and they're holding up. They're holding up. Hopefully we can see some maybe a little play action here called.
Shawn Tahela, one of the better play action quarterbacks. That's one of his strengths. Come out with a no wide receiver set, so it's a big third down here for the Cowboys. Under 20 seconds. Tahela will keep it himself. He gets a first down. That's a big first down for this McCollum Cowboy offense.
Across the 35-yard line.
Just enough there on the reach for Tahela again, using his legs to get the first down.
New set of downs here for the Cowboys. That's going to do it for the end of the first quarter. The New Braunfels Canyon Cougars 14, the McCollum Cowboys 0. Keep it right here. You're watching high school football, presented by Martinez and Associates.
The On-Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On-Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On-Par Golf.
We welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. As you can see down on the field, or I should say on the track, the ladies in their pink tees.
Your Cowboys have it. 1st and 10 at their 36 to start the second quarter.
Here come the Cowboys from their own 26. Check that, their own 36. Tahela has some room, finds a receiver, connects right at the 44-yard line.
Orozco with the pickup of 8.
Nathaniel Orozco coming up big on that one there for the McCollum Cowboys.
Justin McCollum. Wyatt Harrell.
The Cowboys, second down and 2.
Second and 2 at the 44.
Out of the shotgun, no back set here for Shawn Tahela. Tahela drops back, steps up into the pocket, gets turned around a little bit, floats one. The pass is caught. First down, move the chains. Gavin Holly for you.
Spreading the love around there. Shawn Tahela keeping the play alive with his feet, Bobby. Keeping the play alive with his feet.
Doing a great job. Yeah, looked like he was about to go down. He spun around. And he just lofted right over to Gavin Holly, brought it in.
Just great field awareness there by Tahela, knowing where his players are going to be at, and then Holly by giving him a good target to throw at while he's getting free.
Again, they go with that no back set, where they've been successful so far. Tahela just needs a little time. Tahela still on his feet. Coach just whispered in the ear saying his best Johnny Manziel just a couple plays ago, but there he does it again, keeping the play alive, and that could have been a loss of greater than just 2 yards. But
slippery Shawn Tahela there, avoiding about, I would say, the whole entire defensive line by himself and just managing to only lose 2 yards, which is
impressive.
Very impressive.
Indeed. Yeah, stepping up into the pocket is what Shawn Tahela has been doing.
Great pocket awareness.
Again, no back set. Tahela. Now here's the screen. Perfect setup. The catch. Inside the 40 to 35. That's enough for another McCollum first down.
Pacheco there with a 14-yard catch right up the middle.
What a way to set up that screen play for the Cowboys.
Get it. A lot of the plays that are working for the Cowboys as far as passes are in the middle of the field. So picking left, picking right, and then setting that up for a nice little pickup there.
And then there's a penalty on that play. That looks like a 15-yarder. So that's going to give the Cowboys even better field position. So instead of having the ball at the 35, they're down at the 20. The Cowboys are knocking on the door. Will they let them in? We'll see. Shawn Tahela out of the shotgun. This drive started at the Cowboy 25. There's a good pass rush. The pass is caught to Longoria. Longoria gets brought down at the 15-yard line, and there's a flag.
That was a pretty obvious late hit right there in front of the judge. Flags come in right away.
Jonathan Longoria.
Another penalty against this defense. Back-to-back penalties that are hurting them. Momentum starting to feel like it's shifting a little bit or kind of gaining for the McCollum Cowboys here with these plays and some big pickups.
Gaining momentum, that certainly is what's happening here with the help of the Canyon Cougars with those personal fouls.
Yeah, Cowboys always kind of being a little rush heavy as well. Right now, that no back set is kind of maybe throwing off what Canyon had been preparing for this whole week.
And Shawn Tahela has been doing a good job, even though the pressure has been coming. He's been doing pretty good at managing that.
Yeah, like what Coach was mentioning earlier, stepping up into that pocket and kind of making his, Johnny Manziel-esque plays.
Out of the shotgun, here comes the blitz, picked up perfectly. The pass, is it caught? It sure is. Caught in the end zone for a touchdown. That's Nathan Alvarado.
What a pass. What anticipation by Shawn Tahela. From the angle that we had here, Shawn Tahela threw a gun that looked like it was going straight to the cornerback, and then Alvarado cuts right in front of that, tips the ball, catches it, and secures it for the touchdown. What a toss and catch by Tahela to Alvarado, Bobby.
Great offensive drive put together by the McCollum Cowboys. What a way to respond, being down 14-0. They're waiting for Castillo.
Yeah, offense was a little stagnant there. Now we picked it back up. Now this defense has its turn to step up as well.
The Cowboys are going to have to call. Was that a delay of game? I believe that was a delay of game. Or a timeout. I'm not sure, but the Cowboys weren't ready to get set for that extra point, so I can't tell whether or not. But that was a touchdown. We'll say that. That was Nathaniel Alvarado. There's the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. The Cowboys are back in business. 14-7.
It looks like there's another flag there. I'm gonna say that's roughing the place, the kicker again on New Braunfels.
All right, we'll figure that out when we come back. You are watching high school football presented by Martinez and Associates.
Playing with rockets is great when you're a kid. But when it's time to get a mortgage, you quickly realize that a rocket is complicated and expensive. It's best to work with an independent mortgage broker instead. They're dedicated to getting you a home loan faster and more affordably. And they're more than just mortgage experts. They live right in your own neighborhood, so you don't have to go it alone. For mortgages that are faster, easier, and more affordable, find a local independent mortgage broker near you.
And we welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. It was a 9-yard touchdown pass to Nathaniel Alvarado, who gets the Cowboys on the scoreboard. A great pass by their quarterback, Shawn Tahela, as he engineered a great drive that started back at the Cowboy 25-yard line.
Yeah, keeping a lot of plays alive with his feet. Did a great job there in that series.
Nice short kick, fielded at the 20-yard line. Canyon Cougars gaining some speed across the 35.
Penalty marker.
Another flag
on the return
here on the play.
Yeah, that was it. Eli Adams on the return.
Eli Adams.
8 minutes, 50 seconds remaining here in this second quarter.
For about 12. That was about 12 yards there.
12 yards on the return.
Let's see what we got here on this penalty.
Our score is 14-7 here.
Personal foul against New Braunfels.
Yeah, the Canyon Cougars here are having a tough time keeping their composure as they're getting penalized by many yards. This within the past 3-4 plays, they've given up 45 yards in penalties. That's just in the past few penalties.
It's pretty unfortunate there for the Canyon Cougars.
So now they're going to get the football. They're going to start back at their own 16-yard line. And how would it be, Joey, if the Cowboys could do something defensively, maybe create a turnover here? Left side. Oh, boy, is he fast along the sideline. He's cutting it up at the 40, the 30. Longoria trying to get to him, and he does inside the 5. Give me that number. Number 3, that's Cameron Bibbins.
Cameron Bibbins, 90 yards.
90 yards on that run.
Nathaniel Alvarado in on the stop.
Alvarado making the stop.
One man to beat, and I'll tell you what, that just tells you how fast Alvarado is, because let me tell you, Bibbins was gone.
Whoa, boy. Drew Barry back in at quarterback.
What a seesaw game here we have, Bobby. These guys just throwing uppercuts at each other left and right.
All right. Timeout's taken. There we go. No timeout.
Resetting clock.
Got nice camera view here by Isaiah. Up the middle. In. Oh, is it at the goal line? No, a little loss.
Held him up.
Good defensive stop there by the front defensive line for the McCollum Cowboys.
Bibbins again on the carry. Trying to reward him for that long run to finish it up.
Second down now. 2nd down and 2 from the 2-yard line. Up the middle. Lead blocker into the end zone. This time it's Drew Barry.
With the keeper.
Drew Barry gets into the end zone here at the 7-minute and 50-second mark. 2-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, set up by that big run from Bibbins.
On to the point after.
Then we get the point after.
There's the extra point, and it lands on the helicopter pad over at Stinson Airfield. That's a nice kick, extra point. 21-7 is our score here at Harlandale Memorial. The New Braunfels Canyon Cougars on top of the McCollum Cowboys. We'll be right back.
I'm Dalen. I'm John. I'm Chris. And we want to let you know that the basketball season is almost here. And our first practice will begin October 27th.
Our season opener is November 16th at South San at 6:30. Come support the McCollum Cowboys.
We welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. The Canyon Cougars on top of the McCollum Cowboys, 21-7. We have 7 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in this second quarter. It was a 2-yard touchdown run by quarterback Drew Barry. It was all set up on that 90-yard touchdown, or excuse me, 90-yard big run by their running back, Cameron Bibbins. Bibbins, a senior, with lots of speed, as we saw there on that carry.
Once again, Austin Davison ready to kick this off. Let's see if he can put this in the end zone again. He's been pretty accurate and consistent all day.
Got an update over in Seguin. The Harlandale Indians trailing the Seguin Matadors 13-3. Nice kick across the 20. That is Jonathan Longoria.
The return for your Cowboys.
A little shorter kick, got some more area underneath that one, but nice return by Longoria for some positive yardage. Got the Cowboys starting here at the 20-yard line.
Last time the Cowboys went 75 yards on their drive. Right now they're starting at their own 20.
20-yard line.
Jonathan Longoria checking in with the plays. Shawn Tahela also running into that huddle. One back set. Pass to Longoria out of the backfield. That's a good play. That gets up to the 24-yard line.
Got a flag on the play.
Another flag. Holding this time. It's going to go against the offense. So that's going to set them back. Oh, right inside. Oh, that should be right around the 10-yard line, but it's a spot foul, so we'll see where they give them.
Yeah, it looks like that lineman came out and kind of just held on to the jersey just a little too long to get that receiver open.
All right, here we go. Penalty has been assessed. 7:34 to go in the second quarter. 2 touchdowns. The Cowboys are trailing by. Out of the shotgun. Tahela going deep, looking downfield. The pass. Was it caught?
Yes.
Incomplete.
Caught.
It was caught?
Yes, sir.
Yep, it is caught. It is caught. What a fantastic catch. Ruben Pacheco coming up huge on that one.
Nice. 33 yards.
Nice play there. Tahela went deep on that one. He's all the way down to the 47. Is that right, the 47? Yeah, so that's a what? That's a 37-yard pass.
Right after the penalty, yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh, some movement, another penalty. I saw a lineman move. I don't know if he was there to, or if he was. I don't know.
Yeah, both teams tonight. When we talked about what they needed to do today, looks like they're both consistent with the 0-2 records that they have. Both may be kind of nervous trying to get this first win, trying to do a lot more than they would normally. So maybe the nerves haven't calmed down just as much, Bob.
Yeah, we're right at week number 5 here. These two teams are desperate for a win. No back in the backfield for Mr. Tahela. He's got time, gets rid of the football. Right in the middle of the field is Ruben Pacheco. Check that.
Nathan Orozco.
Nathaniel Orozco. Move the chains as the Cowboys get into Canyon Cougar territory. 13-yard pickup there.
18-yard gain, so 1st and 10 for your Cowboys now at the Canyon 40-yard line.
Positive play. Hopefully no penalty after a positive play like our pattern has been lately.
The Cowboys are liking the no-back set. Here comes the blitz. Stepping up is Tahela. Jukes a defender. Gets across the 35. Nice 5-yard pickup there for the quarterback, Shawn Tahela.
Luke Elliott to stop for the Cougars.
Yeah, both teams been pretty heavily penalized this first half. 11 big penalties already in the first half. Some of them, the majority in the first quarter.
5th play of the drive here. Five minutes and 48 seconds to go in the second quarter. Remember that the Canyon Cougars won the toss, elected to defer. Nice connection with the receiver. That's Gavin Hawley. And Hawley will get down into the 22-yard line. So it's a 13-yard pickup. How about Shawn Tahela getting rid of the football very fast as that pressure was coming in?
And they're sending blitzes nonstop, and they're coming after Tahela, knowing that he's the one that's keeping them in this game with his feet, his decision making, and everything that he's done so far to keep the Cowboys.
And one of the keys to victories that you mentioned earlier, Joey, is keeping drives alive. And there is Shawn Tahela into the end zone. He'll take it himself for 22 yards.
Well, Bobby, just talking about how he can do things with his feet. Shawn Tahela taking it upon himself this entire drive just to will the Cowboys into this game. 13-21 so far, pending the extra point.
Wow, that was an impressive run by Shawn Tahela. Here comes the extra point attempt. The kick is up, and it is good. 21-14 our score. We were talking about the Cowboys responding, and boy, have they responded well. It's now up to their defense to see if they can hold on. You are watching Harlandale ISD High School football presented by Martinez and Associates.
Life has prepared me for this. The reason I'm a trial attorney is because I truly believe that's what I was meant to do. We do what we do because we've been given the God-given ability to do it. We're able, we have the ability to stand in front of a jury and help people out. I have my reasons, upbringing, things that have happened in life, things that have either turned you into a fighter or make you hate unjust causes. Those are the reasons that I'm a trial attorney.
Welcome back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. 21-14 is our score. The Cowboys are trailing by 1 touchdown. They are trying their best to keep up with this high-profile, potent offense. You look at the records coming into this ball game, you see that these two schools have not won a district ball game yet, but don't tell none of these guys because they are playing some good football, minus all the penalties. We've got some athletes on the field. Shawn Tahela, one of them. He has put together 2 back-to-back drives, resulting in 2 touchdowns, 1 in the air and 1 on the ground. This most recent one for 22 yards. And this time the Canyon Cougars get a good return.
Trying to see that number. Yep, that's Eli Adams again with a nice return. About
Eli
18
Adams,
yards.
The kick return for the Cougars.
So now already the Canyon Cougars are set up in very good field position with 4 minutes and 55 seconds to go in this second quarter. They do have the lead, 21-14. And already in Cowboy territory. So they are at the Cowboy 48. So it's a short trip to the end zone if they can get in there. There's a handoff right side across the 40, down inside to the 38-yard line. So that's a 10-yard pickup there just on the first play of this game.
Yeah, first carry for Ramirez Herrera there of the night, 10 yards.
That's what you want when you call your number. So, again, no huddle. Out of the shotgun, we've got Deuce out with the pass. The pass is completed. I believe that's number 14 with the reception. Nope, check that.
That's Ramirez Herrera again, calling his number, back-to-back plays.
Braden Seeley again with the carry.
So first down, move the chains. Excuse me. Ball spotted at the 24. That's a 14-yard pickup on that pass play. Out of the shotgun. Motion for the receiver. No back set. McCollum bringing the pressure. Rolling out to the left side is Deuce Adams. Deuce Adams picks up a good chunk of yards inside to the 16-yard line, so an 8-yard pickup.
Yeah, super electric is Deuce Adams, Bobby.
Deuce Adams kind of confuses me sometimes because he wears number 1 and his name is Deuce.
5-yard pickup,
so I see the number 1.
Looks like a young Lamar Jackson out there.
2 receivers right side now for Mr. Deuce Adams. Adams finds a receiver in the end zone. Pass is complete.
That's the Eli Adams.
Eli Adams.
Deuce Adams to Eli Adams. That was a 16-yard TD pass. From Adams to Adams.
I wonder if that's any relation.
We'll have to find out. The extra point attempt is good. And each time the Canyon Cougars touch the football, I believe they've scored.
Yes.
So that is 28-14. Back at trailing by 2 touchdowns are the McCollum Cowboys. You're watching high school football presented by Martinez and Associates.
Playing with rockets is great when you're a kid. But when it's time to get a mortgage, you quickly realize that a rocket is complicated and expensive. It's best to work with an independent mortgage broker instead. They're dedicated to getting you a home loan faster and more affordably. And they're more than just mortgage experts. They live right in your own neighborhood, so you don't have to go it alone. For mortgages that are faster, easier, and more affordable, find a local independent mortgage broker near you.
We welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. And this Canyon Cougar offense has only one speed, and it is fast. They scored fast. It was 5 plays, 48 yards. It was a 16-yard touchdown pass from Deuce Adams to Eli Adams. They increased their lead to 28-14 with 3 minutes and 46 seconds left to go. Not even a minute. That was 50.
That's pretty fast.
49 seconds.
That no huddle is pretty quick for the Canyon Cougars there.
There's a nice high kick. Fair catch is made at the 10-yard line. They're going to bring it out to the 25. That's why he did that.
Oh.
So now, let's see if the McCollum Cowboys can continue the magic here with 3 minutes and 46 seconds left on the clock here in this second quarter. Again, remember that the Canyon Cougars did win the toss. They elected to defer, so they will get the football back. So this is why it's important that the Cowboys get the football and score with it, because the last thing you want to do is get that offense back onto the field. And I say that offense, I mean that Canyon Cougar offense, because they've punched it in each time they've had the football.
It looks like they're regrouping. They need to hurry. They've got under 10 seconds here. They might have to burn a timeout.
5 seconds. They're getting very close.
Nope.
1 second. They get it off. Shawn Tahela, another screen play. Been successful for them. They get right back to the line of scrimmage.
Shawn Tahela screen pass to Alexander Garcia.
Looks like Coach Klon was not happy with that play. Looks like they were confused a little bit. The guys that weren't ready for that.
Well, I mean, they got a yard, so they got it up to the 26-yard line.
Timeout taken by Canyon. That is their first timeout. For the first
timeout taken. The timeout is taken by the Canyon Cougars. We'll be right back. You're watching high school football presented by Martinez and Associates.
Martinez and Associates has over 50 years of experience representing the victims of tragic accidents. We fought some of the largest insurance companies in the nation and won. It matters who represents you. Call Martinez and Associates at 210-337-1111.
The On-Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On-Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On-Par Golf.
Shawn Tahela hit as he throws. The ball is incomplete. So that pass, he was looking over for Ruben Pacheco.
Get a little check down pass there. Alvarado wide open, but Pacheco did have a couple of strides passes.
Pressure was coming.
Yeah.
He had to get rid of the football. 3:27 to go here in this second quarter.
It's third play of the drive.
One man in the backfield for Shawn Tahela. 4-man rush for the defense. Tahela, nice catch. Is that Gavin Hawley?
Gavin Hawley.
Gavin Hawley went into the air for that one and brought it down over at the 38-yard line. 12-yard pickup there for the McCollum Cowboys.
Shawn Tahela was just a really, really good arm.
3:09 to go here.
All these passes are all, they're all before the receiver makes his move, before they do anything. So he knows where these guys are going to be at everywhere on the field at all times.
Shawn Tahela well prepared for tonight's game. Low snap, rolls to the left side, looking, sets his feet, no, decides to run with it, and he's brought down at the 39-yard line, so maybe lose a...
Aiden Alonso.
Oh, check that, that's the 34, so he'll lose 4 yards.
Yeah, Jesse Camarillo, the linebacker from Canyon, was on that play along with Bryce Garza, putting a lot of pressure on Shawn Tahela there. Finally getting to him.
Another timeout. By this time, it is the McCollum Cowboys, so we'll take it with them. You're watching high school football presented by Martinez and Associates.
Hi, I'm Mariana Cano. And I'm Daniela Garcia. And we're varsity soccer players from your McCollum Cowboys.
Hi, I'm Sergio Bustos.
And I'm Julio Sanchez.
And we want to let you know that our season's right around the corner.
Our first scrimmage is December 11th when we play homes here at Memorial Stadium.
Our season opener is set for December 28th against Lavernia, also here at Memorial Stadium.
Our first scrimmage is December 10th as we host Smithson Valley at home at 7 p.m.
Our season starts January 4th, also here at Memorial Stadium when we play Del Rio.
We hope to see you there.
When that second quarter clock hit 0.
Cowboys out on the field after that timeout taken by the Canyon Cougars. 2 minutes and 37 seconds are up on the clock. The Cowboys have the football. They got the football at their own 25-yard line. They're sitting now at just inside the 35 at the Cowboy 34. They are trailing by 2 touchdowns. They want to score. They want to get in the end zone.
Plenty of time to do that.
Out of the shotgun is Tahela. Oh, that play will not develop. There's a whistle.
That's usually indicative of
a false start
against the offense, yes.
Yep, that is a false start. 5-yard penalty, so they will put themselves deeper.
The perfect scenario for McCollum here is to drain as much time off of this clock all the way down to halftime and get some type of score.
Yes, but in doing so, they will need to go in the other direction. That 5-yard penalty pushes them back. But Shawn Tahela, we see his athleticism. And here we go again. Steps up into the pocket. Gets rid of the football. Boy, he just missed his receiver.
That's Pacheco.
Looking for Ruben Pacheco, and that pass is incomplete.
Just missing that connection there with Pacheco. Pacheco with a lot of greenery in front of him after that once he turns around. Definitely would have been a first down.
Would have been a nice play. Shawn Tahela would have been able to escape that one again.
Pretty active all night.
That
chasing
clock,
around.
yeah, that clock is continuing to run right now. Check that. It stopped at 2:29 after that incomplete pass. Tahela pump fakes, and he is going to go down.
Yeah.
He's going to go down on a sack there. Nice pressure there on the defense.
Yeah, doing everything he can.
Wyatt Harrell among the defenders bring up 4th down.
Just a lot of pressure there from Canyon, dialing it up at the right time. Knowing the same thing that we're probably talking about up here is that they need to get the ball back to kind of, put their foot down a little bit more on this game for them to move into halftime, get the ball back.
It's not going to work, if they're going to be trading at this point touchdown for touchdown. So the Cowboys eventually going to have to get a stop defensively
as well. Eli Adams back. We know he's dangerous.
There's a nice, beautiful punt. High, fielded at the 40. Nice, and he's brought down at the 45-yard line.
Matt Hernandez all over that.
Special teams tackle.
great punt on
fantastic punt.
getting a lot of air under that and giving the defense time to catch up to to Eli Adams, because he's been getting away from us a little bit tonight, at least averaging about 10 to 15 yards every return.
So at their own 45-yard line, I believe I just heard that the McCollum Cowboys volleyball team beat Medina Valley in 4. Juice, check that. That's Barry. That is Drew Barry. He gets brought down, falls forward, so they'll give him credit for a yard. So he'll get to the 46.
It's a pickup of 1.
Again, no huddle. Drew Barry out of the shotgun. In motion is Cameron Bibbins. Barry fires, completed, right at the first down marker. Actually,
that's Bibbins for 10.
Bibbins gets down past the first down marker to the 44-yard line.
Down. Ball at the 43 of the Cowboys.
We'll call it the 43. Barry drops back. He's got plenty of time, plenty of room. Feels comfortable with the coverage that he has on his receivers.
Is it Bibbins again?
Bibbins will get to the 35-yard line. That'll be an 8-yard pickup. So 2nd down and 2. Very, very comfortable. Oh, he fumbled the football. Longoria picks it up. Gets up to the let's say the 17-yard line. That's a stop that the Cowboys needed to make. So what a catch and pass and good hit.
That was great pass. Just a little baby too behind the receiver, which allowed Matt Hernandez to come in and lay a big hit and get that fumble.
1:16 to go here in the second quarter. No timeouts remaining for either team. So the Cowboys have the football with 1:16 to go. They're at their own 16-yard line. Man in motion is Pacheco. Option play. Leffler gets the option, gets up to the 15-yard line. So they're going to lose a yard on that play.
They're going to have to go quick.
Aiden Alonso. Stop.
So 1:02 to go. The clock will continue to run as that was a run play. The run was still in bounds.
Loss of a yard, so second.
47 seconds.
Looks like the Cowboys are maybe going to just take a little bit of time here and not chance even trying to get the ball back to Canyon here.
2nd and long. 2-back set. Up the middle. Nice run. Leffler at the 40. Gets out of bounds. Whoa. And there's the flag.
Yep, you're
as
right.
There is a penalty. Tendai Hanada, I believe that's number 2, right?
Right.
Yep.
It's,
what a run. Gets up to the 44-yard line.
34-yard run there. And then a penalty. Little extracurricular right after that tackle, after crossing the sideline. And keeping that in mind, Leffler knew he needed to get out.
Yep.
How
about those moves Leffler made? Maybe that's what part of the frustration as why Tanada added that little extra English at the end of that.
There's been a lot of, unfortunately, a lot of personal fouls tonight. But that just goes with the frustration of trying to win this ballgame.
33 seconds. Tahela in the pocket. Pass incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 20 seconds.
Yeah, LaGuardia hit him right in the numbers. Maybe just was already thinking about taking off and doing a move before he caught it.
So now with 20 seconds to go, no timeouts again. No timeouts for McCollum. No timeouts for Canyon. They're down 2 scores, 28-14, as you can see. This will be the 5th play of the drive here for the McCollum Cowboys, where the ball started at their own 16-yard line. Big play by Leffler as the Cowboys decided to run for it. They added 15 for a penalty. Tahela will keep it himself. No, he decides to pass it, does a smart thing. He does catch the football, but the clock will continue to run. No timeouts remaining. So the ball will get set down at the 20. What's at the 20?
I think it was at 27, and then they just hiked it right now, and he clocked it.
So that'll stop the clock. And then it's interesting, you know, the McCollum Cowboys do have an opportunity here. The opportunity for them to stop it. And the opportunity here for the Cowboys, the Cowboys certainly have the athleticism and the playmaking abilities to get into the end zone on one play.
Maybe one play, maybe two. Maybe.
No backs in the backfield. Shawn Tahela has pressure, gets rid of it. The receiver has to come back for it. The pass.
Incomplete.
Well, incomplete. And that's going to do it. That's going to do it for the end of the first quarter. Oh, they're going to put 1 second on? They're going to put 1 second back on the clock. Let's see. But that pass was incomplete. So they're going to give 1 second on the clock. Good officiating here, as they're able to determine that when the pass was incomplete.
2 seconds back on the clock.
Oh, they're putting 2 seconds.
3rd and 10 for the Cowboys.
8th play of the drive coming right up here.
At the Canyon.
And should be the final play, barring any penalty, for this half. 2 seconds are on the clock. Out of the shotgun, Shawn Tahela steps up into the pocket. Now he's got to scramble. Now he's running for his life. Shawn Tahela's going to go down inside the 40 by the 45. So he's going to lose a good chunk of yards, about 22 yards on that. So the score is 28-14. And the Canyon Cougars are on top. So we are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to give you a little New Braunfels Canyon halftime action. Excuse me. We'll be right back. You're watching Harlandale ISD High School football presented by Martinez and Associates.
We shine our Harlandale ISD Student of the Week spotlight on Cowboys volleyball setter Anaí Ramirez. In the top 25% of her senior class, a big part of Anaí's motivation comes from her brother, Christian Ramirez, who also excelled academically while playing multiple sports at McCollum.
Just seeing him do good made me want to do good because, like, he already left that, that expectation, the high expectation, so everybody expects it from me too. So it made me go do good.
Anaí is keeping her college options open. She wants to become a coach, teach math. And as Christian continues his freshman year at the University of Houston, Anaí is forging her own path.
You know, she's dedicated to being a Cowboy. She's also another one that does all the little things, you know. She's trustworthy, she's responsible, but she's a great kid, a great athlete.
Given that she's a great athlete and a great student, which hits better, an ace on the court or acing a test?
Oh, I don't know. A volleyball play. Everybody just comes in and the stands, everybody's just cheering and everybody's just hyped.
Help us congratulate Anaí Ramirez, our Harlandale ISD Student of the Week.
Harlandale ISD Student of the Week.
And we welcome you here to halftime here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. 28-14 is our score. The Canyon Cougars are on top of the McCollum Cowboys. Right now we're going to take it down to the field and see the New Braunfels Canyon Cougars Marching Band.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's halftime show featuring the Canyon High School Cougar Band. Last weekend, the Canyon Band competed at the Rough Riders Marching Contest, where they won Best Color Guard, Percussion, Horn Line, Soloist, and first place in 5A. Tonight, the band will perform their marching production titled Taking Flight. Woodwind Students of the Week are David Dunn and Mariah Villanueva. Brass Students of the Week, Evan Morgan and Matthew De Leon. Percussion Member of the Week is Joseph Rodriguez. Color Guard Students of the Week are Emily Caracula and Brooke Stone. And the section of the week is the Color Guard. And now, under the field direction of drum majors Hud Basie, Vanessa Orozco, Marissa Johnson, and Aaron Ruiz, please welcome the Canyon Cougar Marching Band.
You're just watching the New Braunfels Canyon Cougars marching band.
Ladies and gentlemen, Canyon High School proudly presents the 2021-16 National Champion Canyon High School Aristocats Varsity Dance Team. The Aristocats are under the direction of Ms. Taylor Goodman and assisted by Ms. Reagan Reynolds. The social offices are Aislinn Bradford, Bailey Felpole, and the head social officer is Priscilla Letcher. The dance officers are Senior Lieutenant Anaya Jones, First Lieutenant Grace Conley. The Aristocats captain is Lane Amon. The Aristocat of the week is Lindsay Rouse. Now sit back and relax as the Aristocats perform an entertaining palm routine to The Pretender.
You're watching New Braunfels High School Canyon Marching Band. We'll be right back with McCollum High School's band right after this.
Martinez & Associates has over 50 years of experience representing the victims of tragic accidents. We fought some of the largest insurance companies in the nation and won. It matters who represents you. Call Martinez & Associates at 210-337-1111.
Hi, I'm Mia Camarillo.
And I'm Brianna Varial.
And we're the McCollum Girls Varsity Basketball team.
And our first practice is October 20th.
The team that sparkles and shines during halftime. The McCollum High School Gold Stars. Joining the Gold Stars on the field this evening, we have some very special guests. Please put your hands together for the attendees of our 2021 Cheer and Dance Kiddie Camp. These future Cowboys spent a day with the Gold Stars and cheerleaders this past weekend and learned what it means to have Cowboy spirit. Our Gold Star and Cheerleader of the Week awards go out to all of our amazing campers. Thank you for letting us teach you this week. We had a great time and we are ready for a great performance. Our dancers on the field will be performing their halftime routine to Dynamite. McCollum High School is proud to present the Pride of the Southside. From Alice to Dallas, from Austin to Boston, the award-winning band from Cowboyland. The majors are Zachariah Sides, Sienna Valdez, and Magdalena Keller. Marcher of the week is Julia Leja. Spinner of the week is Emma Perez. And the section of the week is the trombone. The McCollum Band will be performing a custom marching show by John Meehan, arranger and composer for the DCI Blue Devils. Tonight the Cowboy Band will be performing Movement 1, Eyes of the Gorgon. Movement 2, Sunset on the River Styx. Movement 3, Turn to Stone. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the music as the mighty Cowboy Band performs their 2021 UIL marching show, Medusa. Drum majors, is your band ready? You may now take the field.
Thank you.
You've been listening to the McCollum Cowboy Marching Band here at halftime. Wonderful production that they put on here at this halftime. 28-14 is our score. The Cowboys are trailing the Canyon Cougars.
The Cowboy Band would like to wish the Cougar Band
And a good evening. We welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. We are at halftime, and the Harlandale Memorial Stadium at halftime. The McCollum Cowboys are trailing 28-14 here. The Cowboys off to pretty much a slow start for the Cowboys. It was Xavier Nolan who scored the first 2 touchdowns for the Canyon Cougars. It was Drew Barry on the first touchdown pass. Then it was Deuce Adams on the next touchdown pass. The Cowboys then responded on a touchdown of their own. Nathaniel Alvarado on a pass from their quarterback, Shawn Tahela. That made that score 14-7. And then the Canyon Cougars once again came back on a score of their own. It was a 2-yard touchdown run by quarterback Drew Barry there in the second quarter, 21-7. 21-14 is our score. Again, the 22-yard touchdown run by, I believe that was
Shawn Tahela.
Shawn Tahela getting into the end zone, making our score 28-14 at that time. So just a slow start for the McCollum Cowboys. A great start for the New Braunfels Canyon Cougars. Coming into halftime, it's down 2 scores for the Cowboys.
A lot of that had to do with penalties. Focuses of the game that we talked about at the beginning were, of course, our keys to the game. We were talking about staying focused, minimizing penalties, and sustaining long drives. Haven't really been able to capitalize on either one of those keys, but the fact that we're having a competitive game, Shawn Tahela's doing a lot of leg work, helping us out. Coach was saying he had a lot of Johnny Manziel-like performance moves and stuff. Absolutely. Doing a lot of work with his feet, keeping this game alive. Keys to the game also that we were talking about, the receivers. The receivers have been playing a big part in this game on both ends of the field. So, New Braunfels needs to, of course, keep doing what they're doing in order to sustain.
Yeah, they're getting in the end zone every time, just about every time they touch the ball. I know they fumbled there in the second quarter. The Cowboys are coming out onto the football field now. They're ready to go. We're ready to go up here in the booth, but talking about the turnover that the Canyon Cougars had late in the second quarter, the Cowboys tried to capitalize on that, weren't able to. They just need to clean up their game a little bit and make one stop.
Picked up that fumble, which was a big stop for McCollum. Did come out with, I guess we can call it a decent end to the half. Didn't turn the ball back over to give an opportunity to Canyon to capitalize on that when they're receiving right now. So it did help out. We got down to the 20-yard line, maybe had a couple of penalties there, went for the end zone, a little short. All in all, good finish for McCollum at the end of that quarter.
Yeah,
so
I agree. All in all, as we get ready to get back onto the field, remember the McCollum Cowboys received to start the game, so now they're going to kick off to the Canyon Cougars. Canyon Cougar offense will come out on the field. Back in action here. So we'll start with the Canyon Cougars offense. The kickoff team ready to go for the McCollum Cowboys. We did want to mention that the Harlandale Indians did another sweep, back-to-back sweeps. They beat the Eagle Pass? Eagle Pass Mavericks. So they back-to-back wins here. Big wins for the McCollum Cowboys. And Medina Valley was defeated by the McCollum Cowboys on the volleyball court. So a big win for the Indians and the Cowboys tonight on the volleyball field. Or court, I should say. Nice kick. Fielded inside the 10, the 7-yard line. Brought out and along the sideline. Still on his feet.
Oh, my goodness.
Opposite side. He is getting some room. That's Xavier Nolan inside the 10, the 5, a flag. Oh, my goodness. From the 7-yard line all the way into inside the 5. We'll see what that penalty is going to do here.
Oh, Bobby, he came all the way down to his own 40-yard line, stopped, faced his sideline, and then took off towards his other sideline and beat, just the whole momentum of the whole.
We just talked about Nolan just a few moments ago, Xavier Nolan, as a receiver who caught the first 2 touchdown passes for the Canyon Cougars. And just on cue on the kickoff return.
Personal foul. Blindside block. Number 15 of the kicking team.
So, 15-yard penalty, personal foul against the McCollum Cowboys. So that's going to have to distance to the goal line, and that's going to get them way inside the 5-yard line. And it's just really going to be, after that fantastic run by Xavier Nolan, Canyon Cougars.
Very shades of a Tyreek Hill. Very, very short in stature, low gravity, low center of gravity. So it's kind of hard to stop yourself and try to tackle a guy like that, especially with that kind of speed.
Yeah, it's ability to pick speed up after that dead stop. That's impressive.
Last time I saw something like that was maybe in 1998. Had a one Ramiro Ramos on our team who would run around like a joystick out there sometimes.
Oh boy. If he couldn't run like that now. Out of the shotgun. Corner of the end zone. The pass. Missed that one.
Yeah, that's Eli Adams from Deuce Adams is in the game. So it's Adams to Adams trying to connect there.
There defensively for the Cowboys. Brings up second and goal. Call it the 5-yard line.
So that incomplete pass will make it second and goal from the 5-yard line. Deuce Adams in at quarterback. Put it on the ground, and into the end zone go the Canyon Cougars. Cameron Bibbins. 5-yard touchdown run. Great point. The reason that the Canyon Cougars defer is for this purpose right here. Get the ball back. Hopefully you get the lead at the half, and then you separate yourself even further from your opponent. That extra point attempt is good. So our score now is 35-14. Canyon Cougars on top of the McCollum Cowboys. You're watching high school football, and it's presented by Martinez and Associates.
Life has prepared me for this. The reason I'm a trial attorney is because I truly believe that's what I was meant to do. We do what we do because we've been given the God-given ability to do it. We have the ability to stand in front of a jury and help people out. I have my reasons, upbringing, things that have happened in life, things that have either turned you into a fighter or make you hate unjust causes. Those are the reasons that I am a trial attorney.
And we welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. You can take a look at your screen. That is the cheer squad for the McCollum Cowboys. 35-14 is our score. We are about half a minute into this third quarter. 35-14. It was a 5-yard touchdown run by Bibbins after a fantastic run by Xavier Nolan to get the kickoff return.
Austin Davison is a really, really good kicker.
Yeah, definitely.
And we've seen a couple of good kickers this year, Bobby. In the district, I know if I recall, Buda Johnson has a kicker who attempted a 48-yard field goal attempt in one of our games. So definitely some good kickers in this district.
Very competitive district as well. Shawn Tahela will keep it on the option. Shawn Tahela finds some room along the sideline. Down to the 30. Pushed out of bounds at the 25.
And pushed out there by number 18, Luke Elliott. Finally caught up to him.
About a 50-yard run, maybe 47-yard run. Gets over to the 28-yard line. Nice run.
47 yards.
47 yards on that run. So move the chains for the Cowboys.
Can't give Shawn Tahela enough credit on how he just constantly just does the right thing all the time.
Now at the 28-yard line, Shawn Tahela gets the pass over to Longoria. Longoria gets across the 30, stretches down to the 26-yard line for a 2-yard gain. So that's going to pick up 2 yards, and it's going to make it a 2nd and 8 here for the Cowboys.
Second and 2 on the play, so 2nd and 8 for the Cowboys at the 26.
10:51 to go in this third quarter, just starting this third quarter.
And McCollum taking their time a little bit also.
You want
trying to control the game a little bit, not to give the ball back so fast to the Cougars.
Handoff goes to Leffler. Leffler will be brought down. Big hit there by Rafe Masters.
Rafe Masters into the backfield pretty quickly to slow that play down. Leffler kind of struggling a little bit tonight, getting the ball, moving the ball a little bit up the field, running. That front defensive line of New Braunfels has been very, very stout.
Yeah, that defensive line is hard to move, and the offensive line has done a particularly good job of giving Shawn Tahela some protection while he's throwing the football. Just enough. Rolling left side. Fakes to the right side. Leffler out of the backfield gets inside the 20. It's going to be a very close to the first down, but not enough. So it's going to be 4th down here.
Looks like they're going for it.
I see no reason why not. You got plenty of options. You got a big Leffler. You got a quick Shawn Tahela. You got receivers that catch the ball.
Under center now.
That's going to be Tahela. Hand off. Who is that? Jackson Ramirez Herrera doesn't get it.
No, sir. Met at the line of scrimmage.
Does not get it. It's one of those things where you just have to punch those things through in order to stay in the game. Now it's going to be tough here. You're going to force, or you're going to put the pressure on your defense to make something happen. So the ball will belong to the Canyon Cougars inside their own 19-yard line. 8 minutes, 58 seconds to go. Drew Barry hands the ball to his running back, and there he goes. He finds some room along the left side across the 40. 21-yard pickup there for
Jacob Alcorta.
Mr. Alcorta. He's a junior. First down. Pass is completed from quarterback Drew Barry. Gets across the 50. So actually that's going to be 49-yard line in McCollum territory. So that will be a 11-yard gain.
That pass was caught by John Albrecht.
Drew Barry with one man to his right side. Fakes a handoff, play action, pass completed at the McCollum 35.
That's Nolan.
Nolan gets down to the 31. So another 10-yard gain. Move the chains.
Nathaniel Alvarado in on the stop. First and 10 for the Cougars. Cowboys 32.
And Canyon doing what they do good, just controlling the football. They keep it on the ground down to the 25, so a 6-yard pickup there.
That's Alcorta again.
Gary Epsilon, Matt Castillo in on the stop for the Cowboys.
It's pretty hard to believe how this offense is moving, that it's 0-2 in district.
Second and 4.
Definitely very well put together football team. You mentioned the penalties, an issue for this team. Play action, no, the handoff does go to the running back, and he scoots on over to the left side and gets his way into the 15-yard line, picking up about 10 yards on each play here.
Jacob
Alcorta doing a lot of the heavy load this drive.
It was a big play to start the drive. About a 20-yarder, then a 10-yarder, then an 11-yarder, then a 10-yarder, and a 10-yarder. Drew Barry making some adjustments with his running back to his right side. Barry sits back in the pocket, has a man looking for the post route, incomplete.
Just a little over the receiver there. Good coverage. Once again, targeting Nolan in the end zone. He's got a pair already of catches.
You said Nolan?
Yes, sir.
And along with that amazing kickoff return to start the second half of the game. High snap, keep it on the ground. Right side, finding some room. Jacob Alcorta gets inside the 6-yard line.
It's another 10-yard gain for Alcorta. They got a lot of a couple of good young players on that other side for New Braunfels who are making a big impact in this game. Bright future ahead of for those guys.
Drew Barry, senior quarterback for the Cougars. From the Cowboys 6-yard line, keep it on the ground to Alcorta. Alcorta gets hit at the line of scrimmage, so they're one play that the defense was able to make that big stop. So
Matt Castillo with meeting Jacob Alcorta at the line and winning that battle this time.
10th play of the drive here. We are at the 5-minute 37-second mark in this third quarter. This drive taking about 3 minutes so far. Off the clock, Barry looking, and nope.
Matt Castillo again, hitting into the backfield. Back-to-back big plays for Matt Castillo.
Jacob Alcorta, the ball carrier.
Alcorta, the ball carrier, he gets to about the 6-yard line, so no gain again. Two back-to-back big stops here by the defense for McCollum. We're now approaching the 5-minute mark in the third quarter. And we thank you for joining us. We are RC Audio Sports. Join me here doing double duty, also taking care of stats and providing some analysis for us. Haley Wilson will be back next week. We do miss her. She promises that she's watching. Left side, pass, incomplete. Pass was intended for Xavier Nolan.
That's incomplete.
Looks like we've got the field goal unit coming out.
Well, they don't want to go empty-handed on this drive.
Great stop there for the forcing a field goal here, hopefully, for the Cowboys. 13th play of the drive.
Austin Davison set to kick the extra or the field goal attempt here.
Oh, man.
That one straight through the upright. So that was a field goal. So you could put 3 points on the board for the Canyon Cougars. 38-14 now their lead. You're watching Harlandale ISD High School football presented by Martinez and Associates.
The On-Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On-Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On-Par Golf.
Gotta be somewhere. Remotus Apirus.
Jake from State Farm, did that just happen?
Wow, that plot twist was unexpected, but you can't expect State Farm to be there for life surprises. It's called service.
I mean...
Whoa.
There's a button for apps. Do you think that's like appetizers?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And we welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. It was a 23-yard field goal made by Austin Davison, the senior for the Cougars. That kick goes way deep and will not be returned. So the Cowboys will get the football at their own 25-yard line with 4 minutes and 31 seconds to go in this third quarter. It was a long drive for the Cougars. They took almost 4 minutes off the clock on that drive just alone. Went 13 plays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 13 plays. Taking off 4 minutes on the clock and adding 3 points. A pass is completed over the top of the screen to Gavin Howley. 12-yard pickup. Thank you, sir. So that ball will be now spotted at the 35-yard line. Is that the 35?
First down.
So that'll officially be a 10-yard pickup there. New set of downs here. 2-back set now for Shawn Tahela. 4-man rush here. Yeah, that ball did look like it was tipped. So that's an incomplete pass.
Pass incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Cowboys at the 35.
A lot of switching going on in defense here as Shawn Tahela rolls out to hands the ball off to, I believe that's Leffler.
Yeah, Leffler kind of bobbled it a little bit, but he was able to jump on top of it.
Big stop there, Rafe Masters. So loss.
Looks like number 22 was on there, Bobby, on that play also.
Yeah, 22. You got Aiden Muckenfuss. I wonder if it has to be a relation to the famous restaurant in New Braunfels, the Muckenfuss.
Has to be.
Restaurant. I believe so. It has to be. Ball spotted at the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard on that play. What do we got here? Arlia, is this a timeout or we got flags? What do we got going on?
Got a flag here. Yep. Ball start.
That's you go against the Cowboys. So that'll make it, we'll say, 3rd down and about 15. Two minutes and 49 seconds to go in this third quarter. Shawn Tahela in the pocket, steps up, and he's going to go down as that pocket collapsed pretty quickly.
Rafe Masters breaking into that backfield again, coming up with a big-time sack there.
Yeah, bringing up that fourth down, fourth and very long. About a 9-yard loss there. 2:16 on the clock this third quarter.
You almost feel like Tahela's done so much tonight that maybe fatigue might be setting in a little bit. Normally a play that he would break out of, his defensive linemen are catching up to him a little bit quicker right now.
Yeah, that's a good observation. Getting ready for the kick. Nice punt. Nice hang time. Takes a nice bounce. Inside the 35, down to the 33-yard line, where the Cougars will take over with 1 minute, 43 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And the Cougars will have the football with the lead, 38-14.
Canyon takes over first and 10 at its own 33-yard line.
Coach, do we have a score over at Seguin update, by the way, by chance? $23-3 Seguin on top of the Harlandale Indians. Deuce Adams, he'll go down as he crosses the 35 to the 37, so he'll pick up a few yards.
Jaden Orozco, tackle for your
So, second down and 5.
at the 38.
Deuce Adams hands the ball over to Alcorta. Alcorta breaks through the middle, and he trucks a defender along the way, crossing the 50. Unfortunately for the defender.
That's a 15-yard gain for Alcorta.
Move the chains for the Cougars as they get into the McCollum Cowboy territory. It's the 47-yard line. We're now under a minute here in this third quarter. Deuce Adams completes it to the right side. About 4 or 5 broken tackles. They're still on his feet. He will not go down as the receiver gets to the 35-yard line. 12-yard gain.
It's Jacob Alcorta again.
33 seconds now.
Back to that hurry-up style offense that they were running earlier in the first half.
Yeah, the clock was continuing to run there. Normally they would have stopped it for the ball has been set. 15 seconds now. Deuce Adams out of the shotgun. It's a reverse play. Left side. Sideline. Into the end zone. Yes.
Touchdown, Canyon.
Cameron Bibbins. Check that. That's number 4.
Nolan.
Who's that?
Nolan.
Xavier Nolan gets into the end zone.
Yeah, looks like they had number 30 sprint out to the right, fake pass it to Seeley, hand off to Nolan. Nolan takes off for 34 yards and untouched.
What a run. What a group of athletes this Canyon Cougar team has. You know, coming into this ball game, we know that both these two teams are looking for their first district win, as the extra point is good. The points are piling on here for New Braunfels Canyon, 45-14. And that was the end of the third quarter. So when we come back, we'll start that fourth quarter. 45-14, Canyon on top. You're watching high school.
The perfect match. It's what so many of us are looking for. When it comes to getting a mortgage, how can you find the one that's perfect for you? Start with your local independent mortgage broker. Because the only way to get a mortgage that's cheaper, faster, and easier is to talk to us first. Find your perfect mortgage match. Call us today.
And we welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. The Canyon Cougars on top of the McCollum Cowboys, 45-14. It was a 34-yard touchdown run for Xavier Nolan, as it took them 5 plays to get into the end zone. They took 1 minute and 43 seconds off the clock as we start here in this fourth quarter. It's about that time where we kind of started looking and thinking about our player of the game options. One of the candidates, of course, right now is the Xavier Nolan. Ruben Pacheco, once again, a fair catch. He'll get that ball up to the 25-yard line where the Cowboys will have the football with the full 12 minutes on the clock. Pretty decent moving pace for this game, considering all the penalties we've had. About 9:18 on the wristwatch. 12 minutes on the game clock.
It helps out that these early starts are at 7 now. Cooler evenings.
Cooler evenings. You get to bed earlier.
Oh yeah. I'm sure these kids love that, getting home early too on a Friday night.
Mm-hmm. Shawn Tahela, he has pressure, rolls outside the pocket, picks up a few yards of his own, and he gets right to about the 35.
Gain a 5 there for Shawn.
Did I say 35? I meant the 30.
Shawn just under 100 yards in rushing tonight.
The key forced out of bounds, but not before a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 now at the 29.
Second down and 6 now for Shawn Tahela and the Cowboys. They come out with the quads receivers over to the left side. 4 receiver set. Tahela looks left. Pass is incomplete. He was looking for Leffler.
Yeah, tough pass to make. It's a good 20-yard pass across the field to his running back, who had somebody coming up on him. So
30
pressure.
3rd and 6 now. No, check that. Was that 3rd and 6?
Yes.
I can't see. Yeah, 3rd and 6. Back at the McCollum Cowboys 29-yard line. Another empty set here for Tahela. 5 wide receiver set with 4. All right, big 3rd down. Cowboys want to talk it over on a timeout. So we'll take it with them. You were watching high school football. Well, can we keep it here, Coach? Or we can keep it here. Got a good shot there with the dance team and the cheer. So we'll keep it right here. As we're winding down here in the fourth quarter. It's 11:50 to go. It's the New Braunfels Canyon Cougars desperate to get a game in, the win column.
Yeah,
both teams were,
and I'm sure they're really frustrated and really trying their best to get there. You know, when they played Dripping Springs, they lost by 3 points. Seguin lost by 7. So a touchdown, you know, a possession away from winning a game in district, and then coming into McCollum knowing that you're 0-2, they're 0-2. I mean, the hunger's there. You can see it. The athleticism is there. You know, thinking about it, how hard it would have been to see these guys not do well against,
right.
Buda Johnson or Dripping Springs, and they have. They put up 41 points against Dripping Springs.
Shawn Tahela being chased out of the pocket, rolls to the right side. The pass is complete. First down, the ball is on the floor, and the Canyon Cougars think they got it.
Canyon football.
37. That was a
that
nice
pass was
play.
Yeah, that's a great play. That pass was actually to number 11, Alejandro Sandoval, who got hit big time by one of the cornerbacks from New Braunfels. Big pickup, big turnover.
Following the fumble, Cougars will have it 1st and 10.
So now the Canyon Cougars had the football. 11:42. 18 seconds the Cowboys had the football on that last drive. They keep it up the middle. No. Deuce. Adams, nice little spin. Gets hit out of bounds at the 27.
Nice 10-yard pickup for Deuce.
So the ball now spotted at the 27. Little easy.
He stayed in bounds, so the clock is continuing to run.
We got some names on this team. Deuce.
Oh yeah.
Deuce Adams, Xavion, the X Factor. Deuce is wild.
Tendai.
Out of the shotgun, Adams hands the ball off to Alcorta. Alcorta crosses the 25, nears the 20, still on his feet, down to the 15. I thought he was going to be brought down right at the 20. Somehow managed to get over to the 16-yard line. 9-yard pickup there.
You know, the dynamics of this running back duo here, or this running back squad that we have for New Braunfels Canyon is just really great. You got speed, you got strength. I mean, they can come at you either way. Coming up the gut with Jacob Arcota here, who you can't tackle without 2 or 3 guys. Then you can hand the ball off to another running back. You can hand it off to Nolan. You can hand it off to Bibbins. These guys can give you 90 yards. You know, their average.
He did give you 90 yards on a kickoff return.
He sure did. And Nolan as well. So this is a tough assignment. This is a very tough assignment for the McCollum Cowboys here with all these athletic players.
Probably the most underrated 0-2 team I've ever seen coming in.
You cannot look at this team and think that they haven't won a game in district yet. They're very, very good. Two good quarterbacks as well. So, yeah, they're loaded.
Another timeout is taken by the Cowboys. We'll take it with them. You are watching high school football presented by Martinez and Associates.
Playing with rockets is great when you're a kid. But when it's time to get a mortgage, you quickly realize that a rocket is complicated and expensive. It's best to work with an independent mortgage broker instead. They're dedicated to getting you a home loan faster and more affordably. And they're more than just mortgage experts. They live right in your own neighborhood, so you don't have to go it alone. For mortgages that are faster, easier, and more affordable, find a local independent mortgage broker near you.
And we welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. As you see the score, 45-14. Tough night for the McCollum Cowboys, but boy, you look at that Canyon Cougar squad, and they're good. You know, again, we were talking about them being 0-2. Did not get to see those ball games, so I'm imagining some things were not working on all cylinders.
I could take a guess, maybe some penalties, Bobby.
You know, and Coach makes an excellent point that Dripping Springs and Seguin, those are some tough programs as well. So the Cougars looking to get in the win column after the night as the handoff goes to Alcorta, and he punches his way past the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So a 2-yard pickup there. As really the Canyon Cougars' objective right now is just keep the ball on the ground, keep this clock running, keep everyone healthy, and continue
2nd and 8 for the Cougars
to move forward.
At the 14.
Next up for our RC audio broadcast is another McCollum game. Rolling left, now rolling right. Deuce makes a move. Deuce into the end zone. As boy, I just caught myself watching Deuce Adams just run one way, then the other way, into the end zone. He did 14 yards into the end zone by about 80 yards. By way of 80 yards, I should say.
Yes. I mean, just a tremendous athlete. This guy looks like a young Lamar Jackson.
The extra point attempt now here for the Cougars. The extra point is good. And the score now. Oh, no. It is good. Hector said it was good. Well, Hector was wrong. I was wrong.
9:11 to go.
All right, so 51-14 is our score.
No good?
No good. And kicker was almost perfect tonight. 51-14 our score. You're watching Harlandale ISD High School football, and it's presented by Martinez and Associates.
The perfect match. It's what so many of us are looking for. When it comes to getting a mortgage, how can you find the one that's perfect for you? Start with your local independent mortgage broker. Because the only way to get a mortgage that's cheaper, faster, and easier is to talk to us first. Find your perfect mortgage match. Call us today.
We welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium, where the Canyon Cougars are on top of the McCollum Cowboys 51-14. Deuce Adams on a 14-yard touchdown run into the end zone. After 5 plays, taken.
Oh no.
Wow.
Oh no, he fumbled. Oh.
So the return man was not able to handle the football. He was getting it right around the 1-yard line. He lost it. So we have no signal yet from the official.
Yeah, so on the kickoff, it looks like they were trying to let it roll into the end zone.
Which is a live ball.
Yeah, slow down towards the 1.
So
picked it up, got tackled, fumbled it a little bit, and it looks like New Braunfels Canyon recovered that ball at the 1-yard line.
So you're going to ask a team,
tough break,
the Canyon Cougars, to get the ball at the 1-yard line.
So following that turnover, Cougars have a first and goal at the 1-yard line.
From the 1, Barry is in, hands off into the end zone.
It's Cade Becker.
Cade Becker will just do a 1-yarder.
First touch of the night for a touchdown. That's not a bad way to get into the end zone.
Yep. Points are piling on here. The kicker will have another opportunity here. Try for an extra point. Just moments before he missed the last extra point. This one looks good to me.
Yep.
Yeah, little extra kick in that one. 58-14, our new score here. We'll keep it right here, Coach. As we mentioned, the remaining schedule for RC Audio Sports. Next week we will have, McCollum versus Seguin is our next game here. Yep. Then that following week, it's Harlandale hosting Dripping Springs. Then that following week of the 29th, right before Halloween, would be McCollum hosting Vets Memorial. And then, of course, that following week is the big one. Coach doesn't like for me to mention it, but it's going to happen regardless, Coach. Saturday, Frontier Bowl. He says it's too early to talk Frontier Bowl. I say it's never too early.
Never, ever too early.
Coach, people take their vacations around that time. There's a kick that bounces, picked up across the 20, 25. Matt Hernandez, the return man. Cowboys will get the football. Let's see the personnel that the Cowboys bring out. They have the ball at their own 27. 8 minutes and 55 seconds to go here. Harlandale volleyball travels to Medina Valley on Tuesday. That'll be big. Make sure you follow RC Audio Sports on your Twitter, on your Instagram, on your Facebook. Keep you updated on all things Harlandale ISD. We'll also have a weekly podcast that we've been putting together, just kind of breaking things down in the. So if you're watching this game, we know if you are, you know our channel. So we're on the YouTube. YouTube sensation Coach Robert Villafranca, Haley Wilson, and myself, Bobby Mendez. Tonight, Joey Mejia filling in for Haley Wilson. Handoff up the middle. Leffler gets across the 25 down to the 26. Check that running back here in a second. 8:41 to go. What do we got there?
It's Matt Castillo.
Matt Castillo moving from linebacker to running back.
A gain of 5, back to the original line of scrimmage at the start of this series. So 2nd and 10 at the 27.
Nice crowd this evening for the McCollum Cowboys. Also got it handed to the New Braunfels Canyon Cougar crowd, making their way out here to the south part of San Antonio. Nice catch. Gavin Hawley. Whoa. What are these whistles for? Oh, there's a little action on the field. Oh, East Central on top of Wagner, 31-21. That's a final. Lots of finals right now. Yeah. Okay. Buda Johnson on top of Vets Memorial, 31-21. Well, that's in the fourth quarter, though. 10:43 to go. Lytle and Randolph. Guillermo's hometown of Lytle. So there was some extracurricular going on, Coach. There was a little back and forth.
Yeah, that's on the Cougars.
So 15 yards, that should be an automatic first down if it was a personal foul. But I still see it's third down.
I think they might have been offsetting.
Oh, perhaps.
And that was the catch from Gavin Howley there. So.
Tahela, little pump fake, rolls to the right side, being chased. Still being chased. Got rid of the football. Incomplete.
Just a touch over Leffler's head there. Try to float it into him just a little too much. Great job of pocket awareness again by Tahela, avoiding two defenders from a sack.
Yeah, he's done a great job of knowing exactly where that line of scrimmage
never
is.
Never crosses it.
Has not crossed it. He's been chased out of pocket.
Hovers over that line very well.
Several times.
Very mindful. Shawn Tahela?
Shawn Tahela was our featured student of the week, or Harlandale ISD featured student athlete of the week. You'll be able to see that. You'll be able to see that shared on our Facebook. Of course, RC Audio Sports is our Facebook. Anaí Ramirez, volleyball setter, also student of the week.
Got a flag on the play. That was before false start.
So 5-yard penalty will be assessed here. We're down at the 6-minute mark.
Kind of the way we started the game a little bit, Bobby. Back and forth penalties. Can't really get settled in.
Yeah. So if you're watching right now, we have our YouTube channel up. I know Chris Silva was watching earlier. Chubbs McDubs. Also, I believe he's a Canyon fan. So appreciate you guys tuning in.
Thanks for watching, Chubbs. And for all you other folks out there watching that don't chat on there, we appreciate y'all greatly.
So the Cowboys are getting back to the line of scrimmage. Nice little drive from the south side of San Antonio to New Braunfels area. I'm sure we've all made that drive.
Ooh, say that again, Coach?
Well, we'll post that question after this. Shawn Tahela goes deep, incomplete. He's looking for Gavin Holly. Coach asks, better barbecue, New Braunfels or San Antonio?
That's we'll leave that up to you guys in the comment section.
But I will say, for that to even be considered, yeah, I mean, New Braunfels is such a small town, but they got such good food. So their ratio is for good food is good. Per capita, there you go. Pass completed to Gavin Holly. First down, moving chains. Of course, one of my favorites is it's the green next to that dance hall. Is it the Gristmill?
Gristmill.
Well, I don't think we could say their name. They're not sponsors, but that one on the river. I'm just kidding. No, that Gristmill's one of my faves.
Got great onion rings.
Oh yeah. I haven't had the ribs. I will. Out of the shotgun, rolling right, pass incomplete.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hands down. Hands down.
Coach gives them the barbecue, and we'll take the tacos. You're right.
Humbly.
Oh yeah, they're right in between.
That's true.
They're the final decider.
There's a lot of good tacos on that I-35 corridor in between San Antonio and Austin.
I don't know if there's any good tacos up in Austin, but I don't know.
Oh, yeah, there you go, Coach.
There's a pass right in the heart of Gavin Holly.
Just pick that road, right, Coach?
You can pick any road. South Flores, Roosevelt. We'll get that debate started here, you know. Zamora, yeah, there's some.
Yeah.
Isaiah Castro coming in huge tonight on the camera. You know, he joined our crew a couple weeks ago. Glad to have him here. You know, what a run. Not brought down, but I do want to talk about Isaiah Castro because a lot of people don't realize that the dedication that a lot of these kids have. Isaiah Castro is a junior at Somerset High School. He also works for KCWX TV. Zodiac Productions is a production company, but he is a cameraman for a TV production company. And you talk about, a junior in high school doing. I can't imagine being able to do something like that when I was in high school. I would have loved to have been able to be a part of something like that. Pass incomplete. off the hands of the wide receiver, is looking for,
it's
number 9.
Nathaniel Alvarado. It's a little too hot. Just a little too hot for him.
2 minutes, 9 seconds remaining in this ball game. Tough one for the McCollum Cowboys. I mean, they had some moments where they were looking really good, but man, they just could not get a lasso around the Cougars.
Yeah, it's just tough to keep up with these guys. They truly are a really good team. I mean, just the record doesn't show how good these guys really are.
Shawn Tahela, left side to Longoria. Longoria dodges one defender, gets caught from behind, and gets inside the 25. We're now under a minute and a half here in this fourth quarter. Players of the game, or player of the game, coming up here in just a little while. I don't see why we can't talk about the player of the game right now and pick one right now. We don't have to wait till post game. Yeah, the reviews are in. It's kind of, it's pretty evident here that the Cougars, once they got a lead on this comfortably, they just never took their foot off the gas pedal. As Longoria gets across the 20-yard line, move the chains again for this McCollum offense. They're not giving up, this McCollum offense. They're still moving along. They know that each possession is important. They're going to continue to play.
Yeah, big tackle, big open field tackle by number 12, Owen Gray there.
This might be the last play of the game here.
12th play of the drive.
24 seconds on the clock. Out of the shotgun. Left side. Down. Pass. Incomplete. Just short.
That's again to Nathan Alvarado. Just a little too much on that.
8 seconds now on the clock. As the clock is stopped.
Nolan.
So, yeah, we're going to look at, I don't know if we got official stats, but we did the best we can.
Bibbins did a great job, too.
So, but I think it's pretty unanimous up here in the booth on who our player of the game is. Number 4, Xavier Nolan. Shawn Tahela firing. Pass over the middle. It's complete. 5 into the end zone with time expiring. Alexander Garcia gets into the end zone, and again, as the Cowboys get into the end zone on this play here. Extra points.
Final score from right here at Memorial Stadium.
I don't think the extra point.
I don't think we get an extra point.
Yeah,
after when time expires. Is that correct?
Yeah, there's no
Coach.
point.
Can we check that with Coach?
20-58, our final score. Congratulations to Nolan.
Xavier
Nolan for this week's player of the game. Again, thank you, Coach Robert Villafranca, for technical directing. We got Isaiah Castro on the camera, and that's the footage you're actually seeing right now on the field. We thank you for joining us. Joey Mejia providing some analysis and also working as a statistician at the same time. Haley Wilson will be back next week, we believe. Can't wait to have her back. I'm Bobby Mendez. Good night, and thank you for joining us. Please, again, make sure you follow us on RC Audio Sports. His socials are Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all the good stuff, of course, and on YouTube. Have a good night, everyone.